Hey y'all, Miss Kennedy here from Algebra Student. Let's look at converting from standard form to vertex form. And so one of the key parts to this is going to be paying attention to our formulas. This is just kind of the template for how it's going to look when we get into vertex form. But notice that we're starting from standard, which has A, B, C, and vertex has H and K in it, which is like, how in the world? So it's kind of like translating two different languages. In a sense, you're going from one to the other. So let's look at this. So first things first, and I need to know what my A, B, and C are so that I can convert it to the vertex form. So A is -2, B is 28, and C is -89. And that comes straight from this standard form over here. And so I need to use the formula -b over 2a. That's going to give me the vertex. And since I'm going to vertex form, having the vertex is going to give me my answer essentially. So I'm going to use -b over 2a. So I'm just going to plug in b was 28, 2 is -2. So I've got -28 over -4, which is a +7. So I'm finding the vertex. And so I've got the first part is a 7. And now I need to find the y value. Got the x value, which is 7. So I need to plug in. Since this is y equals right here, it says y equals, I'm finding my y value. So I'm going to replace those x's with a 7. So I'm going to say, okay, y equals -2x squared plus 28x minus 89. And notice every time I said x, I wrote a parentheses because I'm using substitution. I'm just plugging in. And so where there was an x, I'm going to plug in or substitute a 7 because that's my x value, right? And so I'm going to go to my handy calculator and I'm going to type that in. So -2 times 7 squared, or you could do 49, plus 28 times 7 minus 89. All right, so that gives me 9. So my y value is 9. So I know my vertex. This is key here, right? And so I'm almost ready. I have almost everything. Well, I have everything I need. I just got to put it in the right order. So for vertex form, this was y equals, so I'll keep it y equals, but that f of x equals, it's the same thing. Don't worry about that. Like, don't let that bother you that this said f of x and this said y. It's okay. They function in the same way. So you're all good. If it's given to you as y equals, then you can keep the y equals. All right. So it says, notice it says that a is the first thing. Well, we know a because we saw that right off the bat, right? A was -2. So it's going to be -2. Let me get rid of that. -2 parentheses. And then it says x minus h squared. Well, here's what you need to know. When we found that vertex, that is HK. The vertex is HK. So it's x minus h. So x minus, and h is 7. So x minus 7. So if the vertex is 7, it's going to be a -7 in the parentheses, and that's squared. And then it says plus k, and k is a 9. Now, if k had been -9, then it would just be -9 because it's whatever k equals. So the 7 looks like the opposite. The 9 looks like the same because that's what it is here. That's how it shows it to us here. And we're done. Make sure that 2 looks like a negative because a was -2. And you've converted it. And notice that standard form has -2, 28, and -89. And the vertex form has -2 and -7 and +9. So the only thing that stays the same is the a value. Most of the time, the rest of the numbers are going to be totally different. And there's not any pattern beyond use that -b over 2a. I hope this helps.